Timirantasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuru Unmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Nena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapada Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavanishwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Kauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everyone. So, welcome to Krishna's Little Devotee Summer Classes. So, we are having the summer classes every week on Saturday for the next 4 weeks. Yes, and our topic is about the glories of Lord Jagannath. Yes, so how many of you know who Lord Jagannath is? You can unmute and answer if you know. Any of you know? No? Okay, so we are going to see about the beautiful Leela of Lord Jagannath. And first, today's topic is the appearance of Lord Jagannath. So what is the meaning of appearance here? So we all celebrate our birthdays, right? Yes, Meera, what's the meaning of appearance?
The birthday of Lord Jagannath.
Yes, so we all have our birthdays. We all know, we all are so happy on our birthdays, right? But what is the difference between, why is it called as appearance for the Supreme Lord and why is it called as birthday for us? What's the difference? Anyone knows the difference? You can unmute to answer. I can't see anyone raising your hand. So the difference is that, can we choose our parents? How many of you could choose your parents when you were born? None of us, right? That's not possible. But Krishna could choose his parents before he was born. He could choose the place that he was born. But none of us can do that. So that is why we call it as birthday. And for the Lord, it is the appearance of the Lord. He can decide when he wants to appear, who will be his parents, where he wants to appear. Yeah. So that is why it's called as appearance of Lord Jagannath. So that is the meaning of appearance when it comes to the Supreme Lord. Any questions? Is it clear? All right. So what is the form of Krishna? Who can tell me the beautiful form of Krishna? How does Krishna look? Any of you? Come on. I want it to be interactive.
Is he blue?
Yes, he's He
He
has
has a peacock feather on his head.
absolutely right. Yes,
He wears a dhoti. He doesn't wear a shirt.
yes, that's right. And what color is his?
And ma'am, he has a Sudarshan chakra on his hand.
Yes, that is Lord Vishnu, absolutely right. And he also has another thing on his hand. What is it? He plays a musical instrument. What is it?
Flute. A flute.
It's a flute.
Well done. Well done. All of you know. Yeah, so he plays the flute. So that is the appearance of Lord Krishna. And who is Lord Jagannath now? So you can see the picture of Lord Jagannath here. And he is non-different from Lord Krishna. Yes. And how does Lord Jagannath appear? This is Lord Jagannath, who is Lord Krishna. And who's the sister of Lord Krishna? Who's the sister? Any of you know the name of the sister?
Subhadra.
Yes, absolutely right. It is Subhadra, and his brother is
Balram.
well done, all of you. So it is Lord Balram. So Lord Jagannath appears with his sister Subhadra and his brother Balram. Yeah. So, and why is that his form is different here? Any of you know why? Okay, that is the story. That is this appearance of Lord Jagannath that we are going to see today. Yeah, so Lord Jagannath appears with his sister Subhadra and his brother Baladev or Balram. Yeah.
I know that Vishnu's sister was died as soon as she was born. Is that impossible?
Okay, so we'll discuss that towards the end of the class. All right. So we'll see why Lord Jagannath appears in this form. So the Lord Jagannath, meaning of Lord Jagannath is Nath is master, yeah, or the supreme Lord. He's the Lord of the universe. So that is the meaning of Lord Jagannath. And he's the most merciful Lord in this universe. Yeah, he's come in Kali Yuga to deliver all of us. Yeah, so we'll see how merciful he is in our next few classes through the Leelas. We'll see how merciful. What's the meaning of mercy? Anyone knows what's the meaning of mercy?
Surrendering. To forgive everyone.
Yes, absolutely right. To forgive and to accept our loving service. Yeah, so that is the meaning of mercy of the Lord. His love for all of us, for all the devotees. That's the mercy of the Lord. Yeah, so there's no difference between Lord Jagannath and Lord Krishna. He appears in this form when he feels the pangs of separation. Yeah, when he feels separated from Srimati Radharani. So all of you know who Srimati Radharani is, yes? So when he feels a separation from Srimati Radharani, and all, Srimati Radharani is the greatest devotee of Krishna, topmost devotee. Yeah. So when he feels that separation for the gopis and Srimati Radharani, that form of the Lord is Lord Jagannath. So that's so merciful. So we are going to see how come this form is so merciful in the upcoming classes. All right. So we have with Lord Jagannath, when he appears with whom? Can anyone tell me? With his sister Subhadra, with his brother Lord Balram, and the Sudarshan Chakra. So that is how it is. The form of the Lord is worshipped. Yes. So now we'll see who wants to listen to the story. All of you want to listen to the story of Lord Jagannath's appearance, right? So let's go on to the story. Yes, Shreya.
Before we do, can I show you my Krishnas?
Yes, absolutely, Meera. We would all love to see it towards the end of the class. Is that all right?
Okay.
Yeah, please keep it. It's so beautiful. We would love to see it. Yeah. Okay, so now the appearance of Lord Jagannath, we are going to see how he appeared in this form in Dwaraka. Yeah, so in Dwaraka, Krishna was staying with his queens, right? So all of them, when they were staying with Krishna, Lord Krishna, when in the night, he used to remember all the gopis and the residents of Vrindavan, all his beautiful childhood memories, yeah? And he used to weep, yeah? In the night, he used to weep, oh, Radhe. He used to call out to his cows, to the gopis, and he used to weep and while he is sleeping. So all the queens over here, you can see all the queens are so flustered and worried. What happened to our dear Krishna? Why is he crying? He was so worried. They were so worried. I request all of you to mute. Hare Krishna. Just a second. Yes, thank you. Yeah, so all the queens in Dwaraka were very worried. Why was Krishna, crying in his sleep, crying out all the gopis' names? Yeah, so then they wanted to know what was the Leela that he had. They wanted to hear about the Leela of the Lord. So who do they go to? They go to Rohini Devi. Who's Mother Rohini? Anyone knows who's Mother Rohini? Yes,
The
Meera.
wife of Krishna.
No, that is Rukmani.
Oh,
Yes. So
what was that?
Mother.
The main queen of Krishna.
No, that is Rukmini. Yeah, Mother Rohini is the mother of Lord Balram. Yeah, so that is Mother Rohini. Yeah, so Mother Rohini, they all go to Mother Rohini and they ask, "Oh, Mother Rohini, we are perplexed by the strange behavior of Lord Krishna. He exclaims, 'Oh Radhe, oh Gopis, oh Yashoda Maya.' Why does he, cry in his sleep? What is he thinking? What are the leelas? Can you please explain it to us?" So Mother Rohini says, "Yes, I will explain it to you, but on one condition. You should see that Krishna and Balram never hears what we are talking here. So I want someone to see that Lord Krishna or Balram doesn't come here." So what do they say? "Yes, that's easy. Let's Subhadra will take care that they don't come in." So Subhadra goes, she goes to guard the door, yeah, to see that Balram and Krishna doesn't come. So she's like, guarding the door like this. Yeah. So, and they all are waiting to listen to Mother Rohini. And Mother Rohini starts narrating the beautiful pastimes of the Lord in Vrindavan. So in the meantime, they are all so engaged in hearing the beautiful Leela that even Subhadra forgets that she's guarding the door. And what happens? Who comes in there? Krishna and Balram. They also come in and they see Subhadra so engrossed in this intense Leela of the Lord, which is being narrated by Rohini Maya. Yeah. So what happens then? So upon hearing this narration, Subhadra, they see Subhadra feeling so much of ecstasy. What is ecstasy? Happiness, yeah, blissfulness, yeah. So much of love for the Lord that what happens to her hands, legs, and ears, they go inside her body. Yeah, like this. If you can see the form here, everything goes inside her body, feeling that ecstasy after hearing about the Leelas of the Lord. And what happens when Krishna and Balram also hear this narration? They also exhibit the same symptoms, or their hands, legs, and ears goes inside. So that is when the Lord appears as Lord Jagannath. You can see the appearance of the Lord here. Yeah. And who witnesses this beautiful, beautiful form of the Lord? It is none other than, who's this in the picture? Are you all carefully listening?
Srila Prabhupada.
No, it's not Srila Prabhupada. Who is this?
Narad Muni.
Yes,
Narad Muni.
absolutely right. It's Narad Muni. Yes, it's Narad Muni. So Narad Muni, he witnesses this divine form of the Lord. And he's like, Hari, 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 he starts saying. And that's when, Lord Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra, they realize that someone is there and they come back to the original form. And Lord Krishna is like, okay, Narad Muni, what do you want? You have seen this form, so you shouldn't be going out and telling this form to anyone else. So Narad Muni says, I've seen how the Supreme Lord looks when he's in separation from Srimati Radharani. So please promise me, O Lord, that you would surely give this appearance of Lord Jagannath to the entire world. I want the entire world to be able to see this form of you. So Lord Krishna says, absolutely, it will surely happen in the future that I will surely appear. He promises Narad Muni that he will surely appear as Lord Jagannath. Yeah, so this happened in Dwapar Yuga. So now how does the Lord appear in Kali Yuga? Yeah, so that is what we are going to see the next Leela or the next story. Yes, so any questions here? Any of you have any questions?
Can you tell the next story now?
Yes, we are going to go to the next story now. So All clear? No questions here? No hands raised? Yes. Okay, let's move on to the next story. So it's all connected, and you're going to have Kahoot. So I want all of you to listen carefully, because you'll be having Kahoot at the end of the session.
Vrinda has a question.
Yes, Vrinda. Hare Krishna.
What it, in the whole class, are we just want to read the stories?
Do you want to read the stories?
Are we going to read the stories the whole class, or are we going to do more?
Yeah, we're going to have so much of fun activities also. We're going to have crossword, we're going to have Kahoot towards the end, yeah? So you need to listen carefully to the stories, because everything is based on the stories that we're going to hear. One more story, and then we'll have the activity, all right? So let's move on to the next story. So now it's the story of the appearance of Lord Jagannath in Purushottam Kshetra. Who can tell me which is Purushottam Kshetra? Now, anyone of you have visited? Where does
Odisha.
Sorry?
Odisha.
Yes, absolutely right. And where does Rath Yatra happen? It happens all over the world now, but mainly it happens in Jagannath Puri. Yeah, Purushottam Kshetra is Jagannath Puri in Orissa. So we're going to see how the Lord appeared in Jagannath Puri or Purushottam Kshetra. So once there was a king named Indradumna, yeah, a few years back, yeah. This is the king Indradumna, yeah, and he was ruling the area called Avanti. And what was his wish? He had everything in this world, yeah. He had money, he had power, he had beautiful people, palaces, everything he had. But he was he used to think to himself, I have all of this, but when I die, I'm not going to take any of this with me. So I want something permanent, eternal, that I can take with me. And what was that? He wanted devotion. He had so much of love for Krishna. He developed so much of love for Krishna, and he always wanted to, his constant and only wish was to see Lord Vishnu. Yeah. So once what happened correctly at that point of time, when he had the desire to have the vision of the Lord, who comes by? A Brahmin comes by to his palace, and he says, the Brahmin says, your wish can be fulfilled, because there is a sacred place on earth which is called as Nilachal Dham. Nilachal is blue mountains. Yeah, it's a place where the mountains are in blue sapphire color. So it's called as Nilachal Dham. There, Krishna resides as Lord Vishnu and with Lakshmi Devi. So you can have the vision of the Lord there. You can see the Lord there. So you must go to this sacred place. So now the king decided, I must go and see this beautiful place and beautiful form of the Lord. So what does he do? He calls all his subjects and his ministers. And there was this Brahmin minister whose name was Vidyapati. Yeah. And he says to Vidyapati, go to Nilachal and gather more information about this deity. I need to go and visit this, visit Lord Vishnu. I want to see this form of the Lord. Please go and get information. So now Vidyapati is so happy. Yeah, he's so happy that he's been sent by the king to see this beautiful form of the Lord. And what does he do? Vidyapati goes, he doesn't sleep, he doesn't eat, he has no thirst, he has no hunger. Yeah, throughout the journey, he's filled with ecstasy, and he's so eager to see the form of the Lord. So finally, he reaches the kingdom of Nilachal Dham. And there he sees a tribe. Yeah, he sees a tribe. And because he asked many people, where is this Nilachal Dham? But no one was able to guide him. And only the tribes were worshipping the Lord in Nilachal Dham. So he meets this tribe, and the tribe's name was Vishwabasu. So he asked Vishwabasu, please take me to this place of the Lord. I would love to have the vision of the Lord. And the tribe Vishwabasu was just returning from the temple. And so he had such beautiful and blissful transcendental fragrance. Yeah. So when you go to the temple, it's filled with transcendental fragrance of the Lord, right? So he was filled with transcendental fragrance that Vidyapati was like, please take me now. I want to go now. So then now the tribe, Vishwabasu, they've already got a message that there will come a king and he will take Nila Madhava. The Lord's name in Nilachal Dham is Nila Madhava. He will take Nila, when the king comes, Nila Madhava will disappear. So the tribe was hesitant to take Vidyapati there. But Vidyapati was a normal Brahmin minister, so he felt there was no harm in taking him there. And he takes Vidyapati, Vishwabasu, the tribe, takes Vidyapati to Nilachal Dham, or to worship Nila Madhava. So there, Vidyapati, just looking at the form of Nila Madhava, just having the vision of the Lord, what happens? He faints. He just faints there. And then again, when he's brought back to his senses, he prays to the Lord Nila Madhava, and he goes down to have prasadam. And when he was served prasadam, it was so opulent. And the taste of the prasadam was like he's never tasted such amazing prasadam. And he was like, where do you get such nice prasadam? Where does it come from? And then the tribe says, Vishwabasu, the tribe says that these prasadams are offered by the demigods. Indra, Shiva, Lord Brahma comes and offers these prasadam to the Lord, and that's how we get the prasadam. And then what happens? The tribe will then they offer the bhog. The demigods offer the bhog to the Lord, and they get that as prasadam. And this way, the prasadam was so amazing. And now, after having the prasadam, Vidyapati was so jubilant. He was just, he was so happy. He was so blissful because of the prasadam that he had. And he also got the Lord's garland. And how is that garland? Does it wither? No, it never withers, because it's the garland of the Lord. It never withers. So throughout the journey back to the kingdom, Vidyapati was totally thinking of only the Supreme Lord, Nila Madhava. And he goes and he meets the king. And he offers that garland, that sweet smelling garland, to the king over here. Can you all see the picture here? He offers the garland to the king. And Vidyapati told about his entire journey. He described the beautiful form of Nila Madhava. And how does the Lord look? He was explaining about Nila Madhava. If you see the picture over here, this is the picture of Nila Madhava. He had the Shankh, the Chakra, the Padma, and the Gada. Yeah. So can you see what are the 4 things the Lord holds in his hand? Who can tell me? From the picture, you can see the picture and answer.
Gada.
Yes, absolutely right.
Chakra.
Yes.
Shankh.
Padma, the lotus. Yeah. So these are the 4 things, and the beautiful garland that the Lord is wearing, and the pleasing smile. Yeah. And the beautiful Pitamra dhoti, the yellow silk that he was wearing. He explained all the beautiful form of the Lord to the king Indradumna. Now, King Indradumna was set. He was like, I have to visit Nila Madhava. And right at that time, who appears again? It was none other than, who is this?
Narad Muni.
Yeah, Narad Muni again visits King Indradumna. So if you see, Narad Muni is also merciful. He's a great Vaishnav, right? So whoever meets Narad Muni will surely attain Krishna. Yeah, so that's how it is. So King Indradumna was so happy to meet Narad Muni, because he was now convinced that surely he's going to meet the Lord, because that was his only desire. Yeah, he has everything. So his only desire was to meet the Lord. So now Narad Muni then explains to King Indradumna how he has to go meet, he go and have the vision of the Lord. So on an auspicious day, King Indradumna set out with Narad Muni to where? To Nilachal Dham. Then what happens? He's all set and he reaches Nilachal Dham. And what happens there? The king of Nilachal Dham comes there and he says, "Oh my king, everything is fine in the country, but we bear some bad news." And what was that news? That Nila Madhava disappeared. He's not here anymore. And now the king was so sad. Yeah, he was feeling so sad, and he was like, "Oh my lord, I wanted to. My only desire is to see you or to have the vision of you, but now I'm not able to have the vision of you." And he faints in the lap of Narad Muni. And at that point of time, a divine voice from above he hears. Whose voice is it? It was Lord Krishna himself. He says, "O King Indradumna, don't worry. I will appear in the form of a daru in the ocean." And what's a daru? It's a wood. Yeah, wood means daru. Yeah, I would appear as a sacred log in the ocean. And the sacred log would have the divine markings of a disc, conch, that is the conch shell, lotus, and a club. Prepare my deity out of this divine log and serve it forever. So that's how you will have my vision. So that is what he was ordered by the Lord to King Indradumna. Immediately, King Indradumna was elated. He was so happy that the Lord is so merciful that he's going to give his vision to him. Yeah. And what does Narad Muni say? He instructs the king to perform thousands of Ashwamedha yajnas, and the king performs all the yajnas, and he builds a beautiful temple, and he's waiting when that log would appear. Just as he was waiting, they all forecasted, a big log over here. You can all see in the picture. Can all of you see in the picture? A big log appears floating over the ocean, and there was so much of beautiful fragrance coming from the log. Yeah. And what it had the markings of? Who can tell me the 4 markings? Let's see who's listening.
Lotus.
Markings of what Krishna had.
Lotus.
Yes.
Shank. Lotus.
Yes.
Chakra. Gadha.
Absolutely right. Well done. All of you are listening with so much of keen interest. Yeah. So it's so beautiful. This Leela is so beautiful. So it had the markings of Shank, Chakra, Gada, and Padma. And they all took out the log. And what happened after that? So King Indradumna called out to all the carpenters in his kingdom. And he said that we have to make the deity of the Lord from this log. So as soon as they start trying to, start the work, all their instruments starts breaking. Each and every carpenter, everyone who's trying to carve out of the wood, all the instruments starts breaking. So the king was wondering, what has gone wrong? Why is no one able to carve the deities of the Lord? And just at that time, who appears? It is Vishwakarma. Yeah, Vishwakarma. He is actually the demigod, the architect demigod. Yeah, he builds all the beautiful palaces, all the beautiful buildings for the demigods as well as the Supreme Lord himself. So Vishwakarma appears, and he says he disguised as an old man. Yeah, Vishwakarma didn't come in his original form. He disguised as an old man, and he says, "I have one condition. I will surely carve out the deities of the Lord from the log, but I have one condition." What was that condition? Condition is that for 21 days, nobody should enter the temple, and all the doors, the windows must be closed. And if suppose someone enters, I would stop carving the deity and I would leave the palace, leave the temple immediately. So this was his condition. And Lord Indradumna was totally fine. Okay, there's someone to carve. So yes, please go ahead. No one will disturb you. So he was, for the first 1 week, Vishwakarma was just going on. They could all hear only the noise, tick, 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 tick. They could hear him work. So it was going on and on for 14 days. And after the 14th day, the 15th day, there was pin drop silence. No noise of Vishwakarma working. So now the king started wondering, probably there's someone, probably he's not doing the work or he's not keeping well. I'm worried. Is the deities ready? So King Okay, can you please mute, please? Yes, thank you. So what happens? So now King Indradumna is filled with anxiety. So all of us will be filled with anxiety. We hear the noise, suddenly it stops. We are wondering what is going on, right? So that was there on the mind of King Indradumna. He was like, what is wrong? What is wrong? So what happened? He couldn't wait, and he opened the door. And alas, what happens? Immediately Vishwakarma disappears. And what did he see? To his surprise, he saw the incomplete deity form, the form of the Lord, which didn't have feet, hands, or ears. So that was the form he saw. And he was like, King Indradumna felt, oh my God, probably I've done a grave mistake by opening the doors. And at that point of time, who appears? It is Narad Muni was already with the king, and immediately Narad Muni says, King Indradumna says, I've never seen such a form of the Lord. And then immediately Narad Muni has already seen this form, right? So how many of you remember the previous story? Where did Narad Muni see this form of the Lord? Yeah, you can unmute and answer.
Dwarka.
Yes, absolutely right. So he's already seen this form of the Lord, and he's like, this is the form. The Lord had promised he would appear in this form, and he has appeared here. So Narad Muni then comforted the king by saying that it was the wish of the Lord to appear in the form of Lord Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra. So now he advised the king to invite Lord Brahma and ask him to install the deities. And the king went to Brahmaloka. So in that time, in that period of time, people could travel to different lokas. Yeah. So King Indradumna went to Brahmaloka and invited Lord Brahma. And Lord Brahma was so happy to visit Purushottam Kshetra because the place of Purushottam Kshetra is, even just by staying in that place, people are said to be liberated. Yeah. So he was so happy to come, and he installed the deities. So if you see the deities over here, this were the deities that were installed by Lord Brahma himself. And this installation of the beautiful deities was done on a full moon day. So now we see in Jagannath Puri, this form of the Lord, which is Lord Jagannath, Subhadra, and Baladev. So how do you all like this beautiful Leela of the Lord? Yeah, so beautiful, right? So I hope all of you remember these stories of the Lord. Yeah, we're going to see quickly 5 beautiful aspects of Lord's mercy. So why do we say Lord Jagannath is so merciful? Yeah, so there are 5 features. Yes, so I want all of you to listen carefully. Yeah, so there are 5 aspects or features of Lord Jagannath's mercy. First is, what is this? This just happened. How many of you witnessed or saw this? Beautiful. This is the Rath Yatra. Well done. So this is Rath Yatra. So what is Rath Yatra? Rath Yatra is the Lord who comes out of the temple to give us the mercy. Yeah. So we usually go to the temple, right? All of us go and visit the Lord in the temple. But during the Rath Yatra, the Lord himself comes out to give us his mercy. Yeah. So so that all of us, anyone, can just go and have the darshan of the Supreme Lord as Lord Jagannath, Subhadra, and Baladev. Yes. So that is the Rath Yatra. So the Leela of the Rath Yatra, we'll do it in the next class. Yeah. So that's the first aspect. And what's the second aspect? It is the Lord's beautiful eyes, right? So how many of you know the color? Who can tell me the color of the eyes of the Lord? Quickly, come on. What's the color?
White.
No, what's the first one? What is it?
Red.
Yeah.
Red, white, black. Red,
Right
and
done. So that's the color of the Lord's eyes. So there's a Leela. So that you'll be asked. So all of you remember this. Yeah. So during the next few classes, we'll have the Leela of the Lord about his beautiful eyes. And he's the Lord who never sleeps because he doesn't have eyelids, right? So it is said that the temple is open throughout the day except for 2 hours. Yeah, the temple is just closed for 2 hours, because even in those 2 hours, it is said that all the demigods appear to offer their prayers to the Lord for those 2 hours. So the Lord never sleeps. So he's just eagerly seeing, where is my devotees? Where are my devotees? I want to offer them my mercy. So that is why his eyes are so merciful. The Lord's eyes are so merciful. That's the second feature or the aspect of the Lord. And the third is, what is this? What do we all love? We all love Mahaprasadam, right? So in Kali Yuga, it's said that the easiest way to achieve Krishna is by, who can tell me? You can unmute and answer. What's the easiest way? The easiest way is to
Chant.
chant. Well done, Manat. So easiest way is to chant the holy names. So once we start chanting, what happens? We lose focus sometimes, right? So Lord Jagannath says, okay, so all of you love having prasadam, so I'll give my mercy through my Mahaprasadam. So that story or the Leela we will see in the following class. Yes, so that's the third aspect of the Lord for his mercy. The fourth is the personalities who worship the Lord. So when the Lord comes out in the Rath Yatra, anyone can go and worship him. Yeah, it's not only you could go or I could go. Anyone can go and probably even go and climb the Rath Yatra and serve the Lord. We can all offer our obeisances to the Lord. So the worshippers are free. Anyone can go and do worship the Lord. Yes. And the fifth aspect are his beautiful leelas. Yeah. That we will do in the last class, all the other beautiful leelas, how the Lord reciprocates to all his devotees. Yeah. So these are the 5 aspects or the 5 features of the Lord where he gives us his mercy. So who can name one? First one, anyone? Quickly.
Rath Yatra.
Yes, the Rath Yatra. He gives his mercy to us through the Rath Yatra. The second?
Lord Jagannath's eyes.
Absolutely.
Jagannath's eyes.
Yes.
Lord Jagannath's worshippers.
Yes.
Lord Jagannath.
Then there's Mahaprasad.
Mahaprasad. We all love Mahaprasad. Yes, Lord Jagannath ki
And
jai.
then Lord Jagannath's
Lord
pastimes.
Jagannath. Pastimes.
Leelas.
Yes, so these are the 5 beautiful aspects of Lord Jagannath. And this is what, these are the next few classes, we'll see all these Leelas of the Lord. Yes, so any questions here? Any of you have any questions? No questions? Okay, so are all of you ready for your crossword and quiz? Yes. Okay, so let me just stop sharing for a minute. Yes, so we will have Meena Mataji who will be helping us with the crossword. Mataji? Yeah, let me just share the screen and over to you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Good to see you all after a long break. Some of the kids are new here, new faces, and some are old faces. Nice to see you all. And now I'm going to, Preeti Mataji will show a crossword, a word search puzzle regarding the class, what we did now. Okay, so it's very, very simple. And the words are down there. So I'll call upon names. Maybe if you know, you can just put your hands up and start with the word. Okay, the first word is Balabhadra. You have to find the Balabhadra word in this grid. Okay, who can do it? Just put your hands up. Or you can, yes, Manat, go ahead. Balabhadra, have you found it? Go, take your time, take your time.
So it's on the third line. It's
Third line. After
the cross. The cross.
Yes, yeah. Is it left to right or top to bottom? So that everyone
It's
can.
left to right. Left to right.
Left to right. Preeti Mataji, is it possible for you to highlight that?
Oh, let me
No,
try.
that's okay. That's okay. Just arrow pointed
Yeah,
there.
I'll just
There,
point.
the third line. Yeah, yeah. The third line, left to right, Balabhadra. And now let's go to Jagannath. Who can say Jagannath? Just one
I found
of you
it, ma'am.
raise your hand. You found it? Who is that?
Yes.
Adhika.
It's the vertical last row.
Where?
Yeah, there. Jagannath.
Okay.
Up and down? Okay.
Yes.
Top,
Up to down.
top to bottom. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Very well. Well done, Adhika. Okay, next we go to Subhadra. It's so simple. Next
I
time I
found
have to
it.
make it harder.
Mataji, I found it. It's in the.
Wait, let's give someone else a chance.
Mataji, Shreya.
I know why Balabhadra is.
Okay, wait. Who wants to say this? Just one person.
Shreya.
Shreya, okay, Shreya, go ahead. Yeah. Which one are you saying?
Subhadra.
Yeah.
Subhadra is in the last line and it's opposite side.
Okay, left to right or right to left?
Right to left.
Left to
to
right.
left on the bottom. Huh? Right to left on the bottom line. Yes, Subhadra. There.
Okay, well
Okay.
done.
Very, very well done. It's so simple. Looks like I'm going to make it harder next week. Okay. Next word is chakra.
I found chakra.
Chakra. Who is this?
Chakra is on the fourth line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Who is saying chakra? Mira. Mira, go ahead.
Arihan.
Rihan. Okay, go
on
ahead.
the
Rihan.
fourth line.
Rihan.
Fourth
Where?
line. On the fourth line.
1, 2, 3.
Chakra.
Is
1,
it
2,
fourth
3,
line?
4.
Line.
Fourth line. Yes. Is it left to
Ma'am,
right or
I
right to
also
right?
found chakra.
Wait.
It's in the
Rihan.
third line.
Ah,
It's in the third line. It's left to right.
left to right. Here. Yes. On the fourth line.
Actually, it's in the
Fourth
yeah.
line. Yeah, fourth line. Okay. What is next? Neelachal. The next word is Neelachal. Who is saying? One at a time. Neelachal.
Mataji, I found it.
Who is this?
Ma'am,
Krishna?
it is from Neelachal.
Advika. No, Advika, let's give a turn for somebody else.
Okay.
Okay. Who else can say? Not the one haven't. Okay, Aryan has said already.
It's
Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira say?
It's right to left.
Okay, where?
Right to left.
Which
Where?
line?
Where?
Fourth last.
From the bottom, right? From the
Yep.
bottom, fourth line, right to left. Yes, very, very good. Very good. Next one is, well done, Manat. Okay, Dwarka. Who can say Dwarka?
You know what Dwarka is?
Who is saying Arjun? Okay, go ahead, Arjun.
No, Mataji, I'm still searching.
Okay.
Searching. Yeah. Look for it. I'm asking you once you're, figure it out. Let me know. Dwarka.
Okay.
Mataji, I found it.
Who is this?
Shreya.
No, wait, Shreya, you had your chance. So let's wait for Arjun.
It's the
Meera,
fifth.
you had your chance, right? Arjun, go ahead. I'm waiting.
Divya wants his chance.
Huh?
Never
I'm
mind.
waiting for Arjun to say. Wait.
Mataji, I found
Yes, tell me. Tell
It's
me
like it's like from right to left in the
just
in the
count
fifth
from the
line,
bottom or
fifth
from the top?
last line. In the fifth last line, like the fifth last line, it's from right to left.
From the bottom. Okay.
Yeah, there.
Good.
Okay, there. Well done, Arjun.
Done.
Okay. Next, last word is Shanka. The one Vishnu Mahavishnu holds in his hands. Shanka. Who can
Mataji, I
say?
found Shanka.
Naisha. Okay, Naisha.
I
your
also
turn.
found Shanka. It's on the second row. It's on the second row. Found Shanka. Bottom. It's top to
Okay.
bottom on the second row.
Top to bottom?
Top
Shanka
to
is top to
bottom.
bottom or bottom to top?
In the second line, top to bottom, ma'am.
No. Look at it again. Where is Shanka? Top to bottom?
It's top to bottom. It's top to
No,
bottom.
no.
It's bottom to top.
It's bottom to top.
Yeah.
It's kind of a tricky one, It's a tricky one because
where the mouse
both bottom and top begins with the same letters. Yeah, it's kind of a tricky. It's bottom to top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well done.
Right? Yes. Well done, everyone. Next week, I'm going to make it a little bit harder. And also, I want everyone to participate. Okay. Everyone get a turn and to participate. Okay. All right. Then back to Preeti Mataji now. Thanks, everyone.
Hari Bol, that was wonderful. Well, Jagannath, all of you are just excellent with it, word search. Well done. So are you ready for the Kahoot? Yeah, all of you remember all the Leelas, the 5 aspects, the 2 stories, yes? And all about Lord Jagannath, yes? The Kahoot is going to be. So we have Jui Mataji who will be doing the Kahoot. Over to you, Jui Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So nice to see all of you. Thank you for joining our class. do you all have an alternate device ready for you to play Kahoot?
Ma'am, I'm just getting it.
Okay, very good, very quick. You guys are so excited about playing the game, huh? Okay. Arjun, Anish,